Hey, before we get started, I've got a question for you. What do Olympic medalists Nathan Adrian, Caleb Dressel, Kathleen Baker, Ryan Murphy, and Abby Weitzel all have in common? They all race in Speedo, the most trusted name in swimming. Speedo has been on the Olympic podium more times than all other brands combined because the world's fastest swimmers swim in Speedo. And we are 1 minute away from our first event. So time to welcome everybody to the 2021 Minnesota Speedo Sectionals Championships here at the Gene K. Freeman Aquatic Center. I'd also like to welcome our friends watching on YouTube video. We'll be conducting prelims this morning in 100 freestyle, 200 meter breaststroke, 800 meter freestyle, and 200 butterfly, not necessarily in that order, so you have to stay tuned. Our first event is the women's 100 meter freestyle. We have 9 heats of preliminary competition for you this morning. Heat 1. Swimming in lane 3, Dorothy Chislett, Mako Aquatics. Lane 4, Riley Hewlett, Minnetonka. And in lane 5, Isabel Espinosa, St. Croix. Isabel first at the wall by just a tick. And Isabel opening up here a little bit on the second 50. Nice, good reach for the finish there for Isabel, 102.65. Heat 2. In lane 1, Mia David, Minnesota Flyers. Lane 2, Christine Kessens of Edina. Lane 3, Catherine Hami, Rochester. Lane 4, Sophie Curran, Riptide. Lane 5, Grayson Andreen, Aquajets. Lane 6, Lillian Van Heel of the Sea Devils. Lane 7, Ella Knudsen, South Metro Storm. And in lane 8, her teammate, Anna Shagloski. And just a reminder, swimmers, we will not be doing flyovers. Sophie Curran of Riptide moving out just a little bit in the last 30 meters. And she is in at a 0066. Now heat 3. Clear the pool, please, ladies. We will not be doing flyovers. Thank you. In lane 1, Lucy Peterson of the Flyers. Lane 2, Anya Naimo, Edina. Lane 3, Maya Kangas, Minnetonka. Lane 4, Josephine Hears, Aquajets. Lane 5, her teammate Amber Krinquist. And one more Aquajet in lane 6, Kaya Georges. In lane 7, Skylar Kiefer, Edina. And lane 8, Victoria Siegfried, Aquajets. A very tight heat. Looks like lane 7. Skylar sneaking out there on the second length. Some swimmers closing in though, but Skylar's got it. And now heat 4. You can hop out, ladies. Once again, no flyovers. In heat 4, swimming in lane 1, Valerie Childs, Sea Devils. Lane 2, Ashton Stewart, Hastings. Lane 3, Claire Reinke, Hurricanes. Lane 4, Elizabeth Bonneville, Riptide. Lane 5, Paige Dillon, Aquajets. Lane 6, Ella Stein of Mako. Lane 7, Avery Ledke, Aquajets. And lane 8, Marit Isaacson, Minnesota Flyers. And everybody turned together. Synchronized swimming here in heat 4. Elizabeth Bonneville by about a half a stroke right now. And a nice second 50 for Elizabeth. Puts her in at 59.2, our first swimmer under a minute. Now heat 5. In lane 1, Alyssa Moss, Southeast Metro Sharks. Lane 2, Jordan Schnell, swimming unattached from Minnesota. In lane 2, Libby McCarthy, Edina. Lane 4, Catherine Dewick, Minnetonka. Lane 5, Zella Lucas, Edina. Lane 6, Emma Linscott, University of Minnesota. Lane 7, Emily Cook, University of Minnesota. And lane 8, Caitlin Phelps, Aquajets. A nice swim going here for Jordan Schnell. Over in lane 6, looks like Emma Linscott will be in first at 59.32. Heat 6. In lane 1, Ella Pass, Riptide. Lane 2, Shiler DuPont, Mako. In lane 4, Ella Hall of Edina. Lane 5, Annika Johnson, Piranhas. Lane 6, Haley Farrell, High Tides. Lane 7, Elle Niebuhr, Minnesota. And lane 8, Angelina Anderley of Edina. Annika Johnson and Ella Passy. Looks like Ella with a little bit of outside smoke, a 58.81 for Ella. Heat 7. In lane 2, Adeline Diaz, Minnetonka. Lane 3, Taylor Williams of Aquajets. Lane 4, Catherine Sullivan, University of Minnesota. Lane 5, Claudia Chang, Aquajets. Lane 6, Sydney Davids, Riptide. Lane 7, Regan Miller, Minnetonka. And in lane 8, Emma Kern of Aquajets. And some serious outside smoke over in lane 8. Emma Kern of Aquajets out at 27.5. Emma came in seated at 59.8. If she can get in, she will blow that to pieces. And she does, 57.99. And now heat 8. In lane 1, Brecken Merkel, Aquajets. Lane 2, Julia Bartel, Minnetonka. Lane 3, Madison Potter, Aquajets. Lane 4, Piper Dew, University of Minnesota. Lane 5, Peyton DeManuel, Aquajets. Lane 6, Melissa Parker, Mako. Lane 7, Paige Maureen, Piranhas. And in lane 8, Evelyn Wood, Mako. And Piper Dew closing quickly here in the last 20 meters. But first touch to the wall is Melissa Parker by 1/100th of a second. And now heat 9. Swimming in our top seeded heat here, now in lane 1, Carly Bixby of Aquajets. Lane 2, Olivia Bloomer, University of Minnesota. Lane 3, Yvonne Shia, Edina. Lane 4, our top seed, Ellery Autumn of Mako. Lane 5, Maggie Schmidt of Minnesota. Lane 6, Kelly McCarthy, Minnesota. Lane 7, Lily Gremmels, Edina. And in lane 8, her teammate Allison Burns. Maggie Schmidt of the University of Minnesota looking real good coming home here. And there is a 57.3 and a 57.6 for Ellery Autumn as they punch their ticket to the finals. Next up is the men's 100-meter freestyle. This is heat 1. In lane 2, Des Satchen from Minnesota. Lane 2, Brennan Hughes, Aquajets. Lane 5, Jackson Homme of Rochester. And lane 6, Noah Rabb, Aquajets. Des Satchen of Minnesota out quickly, 25.85 at the feet, obviously. Bringing it home, he's going to have a good one. And Des in at a 54.44. Heat 2. In Heat 2, in Lane 2, Matthew Glenna, Hastings. Lane 3, Drew Plouffe, Aquajets. Lane 4, Ryan Long, Aquajets. Lane 5, Liam Neary, Flyers. Lane 6, Carson Whitty, Aquajets. Lane 7, Isaac Alberts of Minnetonka. Lane 8, Lucas Becker, Aquajets. Matt and Drew right together at the 50. I'm sorry, that's Isaac over in lane 8. And Matt and Drew in 2 and 3, and they are right together coming home. And it looks like Drew with the longer fingernails this morning. Heat 3. Swimming in lane 1 is Kelby Modine, Aquajets. Lane 2, Alexander Hawks of Edina. Lane 3, Dalton Bild, South Metro Storm. And lane 4, his teammate Nikolai Lusinski. Lane 5, Kai Taft of the Aquajets. In lane 6, Cole Davin, Westbrook Seals. Lane 7, Max Casal, Riptide. And in lane 8, Jacob Gugesberg of Edina. And a nice morning surprise over there in lane 7 for Max Casal. Drops a 53.95 on the field. Heat 4. In lane 1, Ryan Lund, Minnetonka. Lane 2, Ben Binder, Minnetonka. Lane 3, Grant Wadney, North Shore. Lane 4, Maxwell Dow, Aquajets. Lane 5, Marcus Satterley, South Metro Storm. Lane 6, Nathan Anderson of Edina. Lane 7, John Wargan, Minnetonka. And lane 8, Theodore Johansson, Mako. And coming home strong in the middle is Max Dow, and he is a 54-54. Heat 5. In lane 1, Matthew Walker, Aquajets. Lane 2, Tom Watry of Mako. Lane 3 with the great start, Håkon Naughton, Riptide. Lane 4, Andrew Hansen of Mako. Lane 5, Henry Webb, Aquajets. Lane 7, Tom Donker, Minnesota. And lane 8, Patrick Horton of Edina. And the Gophers, Tom Donker, looking real strong over in lane 7. .52.01, nice swim for Tom. And now the second of our circle-seated heats. This is heat 6. Lane 1 is Charlie Crosby of the Hurricanes. Lane 2, Thayer Brazil, Aquajets. Lane 3, Grafton Parlett, Rochester. Lane 4, Lucas Farrar, University of Minnesota. Lane 5, James Pan, Aquajets. Lane 6, Liam Bergerson, Black Line. Lane 7, Hans Hover, Black Line. And lane 8, Connor Hogan, High Tides. And Lucas Farrar of the Gophers cruising in. 51.19, easily onto the finals. And now heat 7. In this, our final heat, lane 1, Cameron Kelly, University of Minnesota. Lane 2, Gage Boucher, South Metro Storm. Lane 3, Keegan Duffy, Aquajets. Lane 4, our top seed, William Whittington, St. Croix. Lane 5, Jackson Kaler, Riptide. Lane 6, Michael Thurk, Aquajets. Lane 7 is Casey Stowe of Minnesota. And lane 8, Karsten Reuter, St. Cloud YMCA. And Will Whittington of St. Croix looks like he's cruising just to get in, and he will, 52.18. Now on to the women's 200-meter breaststroke prelims. We have 4 heats, and it is my honor to present to you Heat 1. Swimming in lane 1 for Edina, Ella Hacker. In lane 2 for the Piranhas, Charlotte Mook. Lane 3 for the South Metro Storm, Emily Girard. In lane 4 for the Minnesota Flyers, Hadley Wartner. Lane 5 for the Aquajets, Ashley Plantenberg. In lane 6, South Metro Storms, Olivia Caldwell. In lane 7 from Minnetonka, Catherine Duick. And in lane 8, also from Minnetonka, Riley Hewlett. Thank you. Looks like Hadley is going to hold off the field in a really close race here in Heat 1. Hadley is in at a 2:54.2. In Heat 2, Lane 1, Megan Hutchins, Riptide. Lane 2, Ava Allingham, Aquajets. Lane 3, Grace Rabb, Aquajets. Lane 4, Molly Urkiel, Minnesota. Lane 5, Megan Van Berkum, Minnesota. Lane 6, Maya Kangas, Minnetonka. Lane 7, Grace Bennon, Minnesota. And Lane 8, Natalie Hendricks. Your attention, please. Women's 100-meter freestylers. Here are the qualifiers for tonight's final. Our second alternate, Paige Maureen. First alternate, Sydney Davids. Qualifying for the C final. In 24th, Ella Stein. 23rd, Haley Farrell. 22nd, Jordan Schnell. 21st, Aiden Diaz. 20th, Emily Cook. 19, Olivia Bloomer. 18, Julia Bartell. And 17, Regan Miller. Qualifying for the B final. In 16th, Carly Bixby. 15, Emma Linscott. 14, Taylor Williams. 13, Elizabeth Bonneville. 12, Annika Johnson. 11, Kelly McCarthy. And we have a tie for 9th between Yvonne Gia and Ella Passa. In qualifying into the A final, in 8th, Peyton DeManuel. 7th, Piper Dew. 6th, Melissa Parker. 7, Catherine Sullivan. 4, Claudia Chang. 3rd, Emma Kern. 2nd, Ellery Autumn. And our top qualifier with a time of 57.36 from the University of Minnesota, Maggie Summit. The official time is 9:31. This event will close at 10:01. And Molly Urkiel, our number 3 seed in this event from the University of Minnesota. A nice lead and the fastest split on the board. Molly keeping her turnover up pretty well here. And Molly 2:35.4. That's her best time this year by a couple seconds. Heat 3. Remember, ladies, we're not doing flyovers. Could we clear lanes 7 and 8? In lane 1, Madeline Reed, St. Croix. Lane 2, Ella Erickson, Edina. Lane 3, Logan Norrid, South Metro Storm. Lane 4, Kira Leisinger, Riptide. Lane 5, Ava Gustafson, Rochester. Lane 6, Katie McCarthy, Edina. Lane 7, Paige Olson, Minnetonka. And lane 8, Grace Netz, Aquajets. Attention men's 100-meter freestylers. Here are the qualifiers for tonight's final. Our second alternate, Drew Plouffe. First alternate, Karsten Reuter. Qualifying into the C final tonight. In 24th, Liam Bergerson. 23, Grant Wadney. 22, Gage Bouchy. 21, John Worgan. 20, Casey Stowe. 19, Michael Turk. 18, Connor Hogan. 17, Max Dow. Qualifying into the B final. In 16th, Des Sachin. 15th, Grafton Parlett. 14, Charlie Crosby. 13, Henry Webb. 12th, Andrew Hansen. 11th, Keegan Duffy. 10th, Matthew Walker. And 9th, Max Casal. Qualifying for the A final. In 8th, Hans Hover. 7th, Hakan Naughton. 6th, James Pan. 5th, Cameron Kelly. 4th, Jackson Kaler. 3rd, William Whittington. 2nd, Tom Dunker. And our top qualifier with a time of 51.19 from the University of Minnesota, Lucas Farrar. Official time is 9:35. This event will close at 10:05. In lane 4, Kira. Looking comfortable, but swimming really well as she's coming in here. Remember the time to beat so far, Molly's 2:35 and change. Kira will be comfortably under 2:40, 38.80. Heat 4. Swimming in lane 1, Rachel Butler, University of Minnesota. Lane 2, Quincy Wheeler, Minnetonka. Lane 3, Hannah Hintermeister, Piranhas. Lane 4, Jordan Wenzel, Aquajets. Lane 5, Ella Stein of Mako. Lane 6, her Mako teammate Rian Netzel. And one more from the Mako Aquatics, Evelyn Wood in lane 7. Swimming in lane 8 from Hastings, Kaya Riley. Jordan Wenzel and Ella Stein in a nice tussle here in the middle of the pool. Rachel Butler of Minnesota having a nice swim over here in lane 1. And Jordan now opening up. In the winter, Jordan swims for St. Catherine University in St. Paul, Minnesota. She is the defending Division III national champion in this event. And with a 2:37 flat, she will slide into second. Next up is event 4, the men's 200-meter breaststroke. This is heat 1. Swimming in lane 2 for Edina, Robert Zhang. Lane 3, Hurricanes, Connor Coleman. Lane 4 for the Aqua Jets, James McCarthy. In lane 5 for the Hurricanes, Lucio Ballatieri. Lane 6 for the Hurricanes, Miles Nordling. And lane 7 for Rochester, Alonso Montori. James McCarthy out in a very nice 1:10.4. And James back in a 19 for a 2:29.53. And now heat 2. Swimming all by himself over there with a lot of calm water around him, Caleb Urban of Hastings. And Caleb hanging in there, keeping his turnover up. And a 2:30.34 for Caleb. Now we move on to the circle seated heats. This is heat 3. In lane 1 is Sean Bannon, Rochester. Lane 2 from Mako Aquatics, Ethan Hansen. Lane 3 from Aquajets, Kai Taft. In lane 5 from Minnetonka, John Worgan. In lane 6 from Rochester, Thatcher Dowdy. In lane 8 from Mako, Joseph Saldin. Your attention, women's 200-meter breaststrokers. Here are the qualifiers. Our first alternate is Maya Kangas. Second alternate, Paige Olson. Qualifying for the C final. Maya Kangas, Paige Olson, Kaya Riley, Quincy Wheeler, Grace Netz, Hadley Wartner, and Ashley Plantenberg and Catherine Dueck. And a correction, alternates for the C final are Olivia Caldwell and Charlotte Mook. Qualifying for the B final, Katie McCarthy, Grace Rabb, Logan Norrid, Madeline Reed, Ella Erickson, Ryan Neitzel, Ava Allingham, and Megan Hutchins. Qualifying for the A final, Grace Bennon, Ava Gustafson, Megan Van Berkom, Rachel Butler, Ella Stein, Kira Leisinger, Jordan Wenzel, and our top qualifier with a time of 2:35.43 from Minnesota, Molly Urquiel. Alternates for the B final, Paige Olson and Maya Kangas. Official time is 9:50. This event will close at 10:20. Ethan Hansen takes heat 3. Heat 4. In lane 1, Rohan D'Souza Larson of Edina. Lane 2 from Riptide, Matthew Morganson. Lane 3 from Minnetonka, Newt Worgan. In lane 5 from Aquajets, Charlie Egelin. In lane 6, his teammate Carson Whitty. And one more Aquajet in lane 7, Jerry Zhu. In lane 8 from the Westbrook Seals, Jack Pillsbury. Matthew and Charles in a duel here, 100 meters in. And Matthew still with the best split on the board and a lead. Let's see if Charles can close it up. It looks like Charles slightly ahead at the flags, and he's got the perfect reach at the finish, and a 2:25.78. Heat 5. In Heat 5, swimming in lane 1 for the Aquajets, Michael Dirk. In lane 2, swimming unattached, Ronald Hain. 3, swimming for the Aquajets, Kelby Modine. In lane 4 for the University of Minnesota, Maxwell McHugh. Lane 5, the Aquajets, Michael Phillips. Lane 6 for the Minnesota Flyers, Joshua Johnston. In lane 7 for St. Croix, Dylan Purrington. And in lane 8 for Mako Aquatics, Jonathan Bennett. If the name Max McHugh sounds familiar to you, it's because he is the defending NCAA Division I champion in the 100 and 200 meter breaststroke. 200 meter and 100 yard breaststroke. just off of a successful pair of swims at the Olympic trials. And Max has throttled up just a little bit here on the last 50 to assure himself a good place in the finals if there ever was such a foregone conclusion. And Max in very, very comfortably at 2:19.9. And now on to the women's 200-meter butterfly. Heat 1. Swimming in lane 2 for St. Croix, Skylar Gillow-Klauser. In lane 3 for the Southeast Metro Sharks, Jordan Lindeen. In lane 4 for Edina, Skylar Kiefer. Lane 5 from Rochester, Emily Garrison. And in lane 7 for the Piranhas, Iris Huerta. And it looks like everybody is out smart, swimming smooth and relaxed on the way out. Now we get down to business here as we hit the happy halfway. And Skylar powering home. And she is in at a 29:13. Heat 2. In lane 1 from the Sea Devils, Valerie Childs. In lane 2, swimming unattached, Alyssa Eckstein. In lane 3 from St. Croix, a member of the United States Paralympic team, Summer Schmidt. In lane 4 from Minnetonka, Addie Diaz. Lane 5 from Mako, Hannah Zern. Lane 6 from the Sharks, Lauren Garrity. Lane 7 from the Sharks, Robin Watiko. And in lane 8 from Hastings, Ava McNamara. And we've got a very enthusiastic first 100 meters happening over in lane 8. Ava McNamara of Hastings is out like a house on fire. Lauren Garrity looks like she is going to chase down Ava over in lane 8. We're also going to keep an eye on Summer in lane 3. Her seed time of 2:38.37 is her own state record, and she's got a shot at breaking that. Looks like she's going to get it. You'll see. Check the board, and there it is. Summer Schmidt, a new American record for Summer Schmidt. 2:35.59. Congratulations, Summer. Heat 3. In lane 1 for Edina, Anna Farley. In lane 2 for the Aquajets, Audrey Soatanto. In lane 3 for South Metro Storm, Peyton Schieffer. Lane 4 for Minnesota, Megan Van Berkom. Lane 5 for Edina, Lola Sanders. Lane 6 for Edina, Yvonne Gia. Lane 7 for the High Tides, Haley Farrell. And in lane 8, Mako Aquatics, Evelyn Wood. Paige Megan Van Berkom. Megan comes in, our number 3 seed in this event. Fastest first 100 so far. And Megan looking real strong coming home. And a 2:17.91. Heat 4. In lane 1 for the Storm, Logan Norrid. In lane 2 for Edina, Angelina Anderly. Lane 3 from Aquajets, Annabelle Wenzel. Lane 4 from Riptide, Catherine Randall. And lane 5, her teammate Ella Passy. In lane 6 from the Hurricanes, Claire Reinke. Lane 7 from Riptide, Paige Steenblock. In lane 8 from Aquajets, Amber Kronquist. Ella first at the wall, just ahead of her teammate Catherine. 34.5 for Ella. That 106 right about where our best swimmers have been so far in this event at the 100. And now heat 5. In heat 5, lane 1, Emma Linscott of Minnesota. Lane 2, Ella Erickson, Edina. Lane 3, Maggie Irwin, University of Minnesota. Lane 4, Brecken Merkel, Aquajets. In lane 5 from Edina, Katie McCarthy. In lane 6, her teammate Ella Hacker. In lane 7 from St. Croix, Sydney Detman. And in lane 8 from Mako, Shaylor DuPont. Now, your attention, please. Women's 100-meter freestyle. That event is now closed with 2 intent to scratch. The men's 100-meter freestyle is closed with 1 intent to scratch in the B final. 3 scratches in the C final. So alternates Davin Cole, Matthew Glenna, and Ben Binder will be swimming in the B final tonight. Here are the qualifiers for the breaststroke. Into the C final. Alternates are Mikey Turk and Connor Coleman. C final qualifiers: Newt Warngen, Rohan D'Souza Larson, Cooper Krantz, Ben Binder, Carson Whitty, Jonathan Bennett, Ethan Labounty, and Sean Bannon. Alternates for the B final are Ben Binder and Carson Whitty. Qualifying in the B final: Jerry Zhu, Thatcher Dowdy, Kai Taft, Ethan Hansen, Ronald Hann, John Worgan, Ryan McGurk, and Jack Pillsbury. Into the A final: James McCarthy, Matthew Morganson, Michael Phillips, Maxwell McHugh, Kelby Modine, Charles Egeland, Joshua Johnston, and Dylan Purrington. Time now is 10:12. This event closes at 10:42. Next up, the men's 200-meter fly. We have 3 heats. This is heat 1. In lane 1, we have Cole Davin, Westbrook Seals. Lane 2 from Rochester, Gaft Rafton Parlett. In 3 from the Aquajets, Henry Rosenhagen. Lane 4, St. Croix's Christopher Morris. In lane 5 from Edina, Thomas McCarthy. Lane 6 from Minnetonka, Ryan Lund. And in lane 7 from the Hurricanes, Hiro McKee. At the 100, Christopher Morris of St. Croix out in minute 95 100s. And still holding on to 32s is Chris Morris. That seed time will go bye-bye if he brings this back under 33. Bingo, 207.68. Nice morning swim. Heat 2. Swimming in lane 1 for the Minnesota Flyers is Micah Resavi. Lane 2 for Aquajets, Thayer Brazil. Lane 3 for the Aquajets, Drew Plouffe. In lane 4 for Rochester, Nicholas Wheeler. Lane 5 from Aquajets, Matthew Walker. Lane 6 from Edina is Patrick Horton. And in lane 7 from Rochester, Thompson Parlett. And Nick Wheeler almost exactly the same speed as Chris Morris from the previous heat. Matthew Walker coming on a little bit over in lane 5. But both of these young men will be comfortably into the finals. So no need to go crazy right now. Nicholas in at a 2:08.08 and another 2:08 for Matthew. Heat 3. Swimming in lane 3 for Riptide is Jackson Kaler. In lane 4, his teammate and our top seed, Hakan Naughton. In lane 5 from St. Croix, Sven Becker. Lane 6 from South Metro Storm, Dalton Bild. Lane 7 from Blackline, Aiden Bergerson. And lane 8 from Mako, Hugh Hanlon. Your attention, women's 200-meter butterflyers. Here are the qualifiers. For the C final, our alternates are Logan Norrid and Robin Witiko. Qualifying into the C final tonight, Skylar Kiefer, Angelina Anderle, Sydney Detman, Haley Farrell, Audrey Soatanto, Claire Reinke, Evelyn Wood, and Adeline Diaz. Qualifying into the B final with alternates Audrey Soatanto and Haley Farrell. B finalists Lauren Garrity, Peyton Schieffer, Annabelle Wenzel, Lola Sanders, Ella Hacker, Anna Farley, Paige Steenblock, and Ella Erickson. Qualifying into the A final, Emma Linscott, Maggie Irwin, Megan Van Berkom, Ella Passy, Catherine Randall, Brecken Merkel, Katie McCarthy, and Yvonne Gia. Our top qualifier with a time of 2:17.31 is Riptide's Ella Passy. Official meet time is 10:21. This event will close at 10:51. And all all by himself is Hakan Naughton, the nice 2:04.24, his best time of the year. Our next event is Event 7, the women's 800-meter freestyle. We have 2 heats, and this is Heat 1. In our first heat of the 800, swimming in lane 1 for Edina, Francis Muir. Lane 2 from the Southeast Metro Sharks, Elisa Moss. Lane 3 from Rochester, Catherine Homme. Lane 4 from the Piranhas, Maya Bergstrand. In lane 5 from Minnetonka, Erica Schraber. Lane 6 from the Hurricanes, Antony Haupt. In lane 7 from the University of Minnesota, El Niebuhr. And in lane 8 from the Southeast Metro Sharks, Sofia Vitela. At the 300 is 4 women swimming right together. Maya, Eric, Anthony, and Elle. And they're all splitting right together. And Elle from the University of Minnesota and Maya from the Piranhas have opened up a little bit. Splitting 35 threes. At the 600, looks like Maya is trying to assert herself a little bit. Attention, 200-meter breaststroke women. That event is now closed with one scratch. So Maya Kangas, our alternate, will swim in the B final tonight. Women's 200 breaststroke closed with one scratch. Maya Kangas, the first alternate, moves to the B final. And with 100 meters to go and a little bit more, Maya holding off Elle. El Nieber really trying to drive the turnover here. But Maya sees her, puts her head down, and gets in. Maya at 9:21.07 and 21:34 for L. Erica Schraber of Minnetonka in third, 9:28.80. And now the first heat of the men's 800. In lane 3 from the Southeast Metro Sharks, Gunnar Severson. Lane 4 for Aquajets, Adam McFall. Lane 5 from Minnetonka, Newt Warngen. And lane 6 from Aquajets, Brennan Hughes. The men's 200-meter butterfly is now closed. We have one scratch in the B final. And the C final has but 4 men, so if you're willing to come back tonight, you're swimming. So men's 200 fly closed with one scratch in the B final. .300 meters into this now, we've got Adam with about a 2 body length lead over his teammate Gunnar. Gunnar and Adam going about exactly the same speed. Adam with that 2 body length lead. And Gunnar now has picked up the pace a little bit. Swimming about a half a second faster than Adam. Still a lot of race to go. And Gunnar now making a real move here. .200 meters to go. And we have a new leader. Gunnar Severson, Southeast Metro Sharks. And the bell for Gunnar Severson. Gunnar with a great last 300 meters. Totally in control of this race. Your attention, men's breaststrokers. The 200 breaststroke is now closed with 1 scratch in the C final. So alternate Connor Coleman will swim in the C final tonight. 200 breaststroke closed with 1 scratch in the C final. Connor Coleman moves up. And time trials will begin in approximately 15 minutes. 15 minutes after the conclusion of this race. That would be 10:52. for the time trial. 100 backstroke featuring Isaac Alberts of Minnetonka in lane 4. With the early lead, Isaac Alberts in lane 4. And we're going to play guess the time based on the 50 split. 31.64. I'm going to say 103.75. Write it down. And 104.37. I had one of the digits right, two actually.